you give off some high level energy. It's very independent, you know, it's giving self-made, go-getter, like you are just, you're giving off this energy that you don't need anyone or anyone's help, and not even in like a resentful way, and just like I can do it myself. Like I don't need anyone's help. I can handle it. Like I prefer to handle it, you know. And you probably have been like single for quite some time, or maybe, you know, if you do end up in a relationship, it's a very long-term relationship. You know, I get for a lot of you guys though that there's not a ton of relationship experience, actually. You know, it's kind of like you may have had, you know, sort of short-term relationships, flings, whatever, but nothing like really all that serious. And there's this energy here that like you're kind of untouchable in that way. Like it's hard to gain access to you romantically. There's just this overall feeling throughout this spread that you don't need or want anyone else. And again, not in like any sort of jaded or resentful way, but you just have this sort of, I guess, high value energy. People see you as high value, and it's self-generated. You know, it's not because anyone gave you this or validated this for you, or, you know, gave you this wealth or whatever it is. Like you just come through as entirely self-made. And so yeah, there's just this vibe that like it's hard to gain access to someone like that, because if they are so content on their own and have built this amazing life for themselves without the help of anyone else, and, you know, who maybe has been single for quite some time and, you know, doesn't date around, like, of course I need to match that energy if I'm even going to try to be in this person's life. But I just love how, despite how much you have gone through alone and how much you've done alone, that's not even your focus. Like, you're not even too concerned or worried about that, you know? Like, you might have a sort of interesting family dynamic. You know, maybe there's not a lot of wealth in your family and you've had to, again, be very self-made and handle things on your own. Maybe you've taken on a lot of responsibility in your family or taking care of your family members in some way, you know. But I don't get resentful or jaded energy. It's just like, yeah, I've had to do things myself. I've had to handle things myself. And that's fine, you know. You kind of have like a untraditional sort of path here, something about your path and how you've come to be and exist in the world doesn't, you know, look like most people's story. It looks quite different, you know. You've had to be very patient. You've had to invest in yourself every single day and not slip up. And so your discipline is amazing. You know, you're a very stable individual. You're someone who just has a lot of, self-discipline and drive and ambition and desire to succeed, and not to prove something, but just to feel good about yourself, you know, that having that structure and that stability and wealth and comfort and being able to relax means everything to you. So yeah, it's not often that you let someone come in and fuck that up, you know, or that you rely on anyone to get the job done for you or to help you get ahead in any way. You're just a badass. You're a fucking badass. Like, you are a boss ass motherfucker. And I love this about you so much, because, you know, again, there's nothing jaded or resentful about this. It's just like, yeah, that's me. I did that. And it's truly the most beautiful thing about your energy, is that you are just so content doing it on your own and handling your business. And is there a part of you that does long for, you know, a stronger family dynamic, or your people or your community, or having people to lean on? Sure. In some way, yes. But for the most part, you're just like, I've done it myself. I will continue to do it myself. And if I need to help someone else along the way, I will, you know. Like, you're a generous queen or king, or they, them, you know. Like, I love this energy. I really do.